The cost of cable television is coming down by government order. The Russian people. President Clinton asked the American people to help them out. And on America Close Up, Martin Luther King Jr., 25 years later, those he inspired.
This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
Good evening. Cable television is a rapidly expanding presence in American households. There are now 57 million subscribers, and tonight they get a break. A 10% cut in prices now, and protection against future runaway price increases. Today's action came from the Federal Communications Commission, and NBC's chief economics correspondent Irving R. Levine has more for us.
For America's cable companies, today's action was the crackdown they had long feared.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. The FCC voted to order cable companies to reduce monthly rates by 10% on most basic cable services, eliminate all rate increases imposed over the past 6 months, and limit charges for installation and equipment to reflect actual costs.
I'm screaming, hear me.
Today's FCC action was in response to widespread complaints, like those voiced this week by consumers in Mamaroneck, New York.
I would recommend that people cancel cable TV. There's a lot of books out there.
The FCC promised further action to save consumers big money.
It is estimated that this initial rate reduction will exceed $1 billion.
But the FCC did not reduce prices for pay-per-view or for premium channels such as HBO and Showtime. And cable companies are free to decide what constitutes a premium channel. Even so, cable operators threaten to fight the FCC action in court. Consumer lobbyists plan to seek more price rollbacks.
This is really just a mild slap on the wrist to the cable industry.
The FCC says the real answer to consumer complaints is found in places like Montgomery, Alabama, where 2 cable companies compete for customers.
When we signed up for cable, there was a free installation cost, whereas my son, when he moved into Atlanta, he had to pay a $40 charge.
But only about 100 of the nation's 11,000 cable systems have competition. The costs of setting up a cable system are enormous. So the company that gets into a community first has usually been able to charge what it wishes, at least until today. Irving R. Levine, NBC News, Washington.
And while cable television subscribers were getting a price break today, President Clinton was asking all Americans to reach a little deeper into their pockets to help the beleaguered Russian people. He meets this weekend in Vancouver, of course, with Russian President Boris Yeltsin, and today's speech was a rallying cry. NBC's Andrea Mitchell.
Brigade, R10, hut, at ease.
At the Naval Academy, the president said Russian aid is not an act of charity. It is in America's self-interest.
If Russia can continue to be a partner with us in addressing global concerns and dousing the flames of regional crises, then it is less likely that you and the men and women under your command will have to be sent into harm's way.
Clinton's chief concern has been to avoid what happened under George Bush. Billions were promised, very little was delivered.
Our goal must be to ensure that the Russian people soon come to feel that they are the beneficiaries of reform and not its victims.
Clinton and his advisors think little can be accomplished unless Boris Yeltsin controls runaway inflation.
The central bank is causing the problem by printing money and issuing credits. Yeltsin and his government simply have to find some way politically to get control of the central bank.
Clinton's initial aid plan will be modest, up to $1 billion in money left over from George Bush's